guys, how is it going? I hope everyone is doing well. So we're gonna wait a little bit for people to come in, and then we'll get started. Just lighting some incense here, so just give me a moment. All right. How's everybody doing? Okay. So we're going to do some free readings here. We're going to do it for about 2 hours, all right? So we're going to do one question per person, okay? So think of your question. But once I do that question, I'm not going to do any follow-up questions after that because then it just kind of makes it go a little bit slower. But we're going to do a sound bell here to do some grounding first and get our energy right. And we will also be using the divining rods as well. And so I will be having a moderator here help me with the list this time. And, you know, like I say, or try to remember to say, is that I'm doing this for free. So the only thing I ask is that if you want to subscribe and you haven't already, just to go ahead and subscribe, which is free as well. And then you just get notified when I put out new videos. So anyway, other than that, let me go ahead and let's see what's going on in the chat. Hey there, YK little Corey. Is it Corey? Hey. Gosh, I need to see if I can bring this closer. I'm going blind, y'all. I can't see. All right. What's next with me and Akai? How do I say that? All right, so we'll start with you and see what's going on here. But let's do our sound bell real quickly as we get started. All right, so just be aware it is a little loud sometimes, but it's not going to last forever, just for a moment. So if you want to, you can take a deep breath in and out, or you can just kind of listen as well. But we're just going to go ahead and ground the energy here and get ready. All right. All right, so now we did our little sound bell. Hey, Maria. How is it going? So yes, we are going to have a moderator in here. He's already here, my dear friend. He knows who he is, so he's going to help me keep track of the list. And like I said, we're just going to do kind of one question per person, no like follow-ups to the first question, because it just seems like it takes too long to get to people, and then I kind of feel bad that I don't get to everybody. So welcome for anybody who's coming back from yesterday or who's already been a subscriber. Really appreciate everyone's energy, wherever you fall in those categories. All right, so let's go ahead and start with. Okay, so what's next with me and it's Laura. Hold on. It's La Corey, and the question is, what's next with me and a key? Okay, let's do that. Let me just do a little bit of shuffling here to clear the energy from the last reading. All right, so let's see. Spirits guide my hands and messages for La Corey. All right. You know who you are. Sorry if I mispronounce it. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for three. What's next for her and Akil? What's next for her and Akil? What's next? Let's see. Okay. One second. Let me ask Spirit how they want to receive the card. Let me take this off. It's hitting the desk there. Spirit doing cups in reverse position here. Okay, so you got the 5 of Cups in the reverse position. This is good. This is how you want to see this card. You never want to see it when it's right side up and this guy in the background is crying over the spilled wine, okay? So it means here that for you and this individual, you or them or both of you are letting go of thinking only in a negative, hurt way. Okay, and now you are, and they are possibly, or both of you, right? Starting to see that there are still good things in the relationship, whatever relationship it is, right? I don't know if it's romantic, family, friends, etc., right? But it is like now kind of maybe starting to rebuild what was hurt and feeling negative from before. Left out, okay, because what he doesn't realize, what's behind him, is these other 2 people are like, hey man, we have more wine for you. Like if you just turn around and you change your perspective or you remain patient for something to get better. So when it's in reverse, it means that now things are starting to get better, that either you or the other person or both are starting to have a perspective change where you can see that people want to be helpful with each other, want to work towards a better relationship, something like that, okay? So we also will confirm if you have, like a yes or no question, really quickly connect it to this because the rods are great for timing questions or yes or no questions. So let me just look here in the chat. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna have a moderator here, guys, who's gonna help me with the list. All right. So right now we're on the first person here, and we're just gonna finish up with the rods and then move on to the next person. So she says, "Can you ask if he will reach out to me? And will we have better understanding and talk about everything?" Okay, so that's kind of like 2 questions, but I can ask if he will reach out to you because I feel like the 5 of Cups card that you already got kind of shows that if you guys do have a communication, that there already will be a better understanding because both of you, or possibly just one of you, right? Hopefully him, if it's not needs to be you or whatever, right, is that they have had a perspective change and they're seeing things in a more balanced way of the positive and the negative, the good and the bad, okay? So I already do think that there will be some kind of understanding, but, oh, we lost focus. All right, it'll come back in a second. There we go. Okay, so I'll go ahead and ask with the rods real quickly if he's going to reach out to you, okay? And I'll just preface it by saying, is he going to reach out in the next month, okay, just to put something on it like that, all right? Hopefully before, but we'll have to see, all right? So just so people are new here or you're not familiar with these dowsing rods or divining rods, if it crosses in any way, okay, that's a yes. If it goes like this, it's kind of like a maybe, and then if it goes all the way out, that would be a no. So first, I'm going to go ahead and warm them up and ask them a couple questions that we already know the answers to, like what day of the week is it, what's the year, where am I located, what's my name, blah, 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 okay, whatever. And if you guys think of any random questions that we all know the answers to as we go on, throughout this next 2 hours, feel free to put it in the chat because sometimes I get lost asking the same things all the time. Okay. All right. So hopefully I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see both of them. Let me turn this way a little bit. Okay. All right. So, so today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. So I'm going to ask them, is it currently Wednesday? Sometimes they have to wake up a little bit, but basically they're saying no, right? So now it's moving all the way back. And let me move my coffee so it doesn't hit. Okay, what else? Is it currently the year 1964? No. All right. Is it currently the year 2022? Is it currently the year 2022? All right. It's waking up. They're waking up. Okay. So that's a yes. All right. Is my birth name Chandra? No. Okay. Is my birth name Melissa? Yes. Okay. So make sure I say these names right. Let me look back up. All right. So yes. So for Lakori or Lakori, will a kill contact her in the 3D world in the next month? Will it be in 2 months? Will it be before a month's time? Still saying kind of maybe. Okay, will it be in 3 months' time? It's starting to move. It could be that it's going to take longer than 3 months, or it could just be that perhaps he's still deciding himself. I always tell people that when we do readings, right, they can change from day to day because if we're talking about human nature, people can change their minds from day to day. So as of right now, I feel like he's still trying to figure out what he wants to do. It could be maybe before 1 month it was starting to kind of go, but like I said, it was still kind of struggling to answer. So I don't want to say exactly. All right, but like I said, either way, whenever he does contact you, I do feel that things are going to be for the better here because you and him are both kind of working in a more healthy way of, again, the positive and the negative, that they're good, still things happening in the relationship that perhaps they want to heal with you, something like that. All right. So thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and move on. Okay. Let's see. So let me go back up and see who's next here. Moderator, if you're in here, let's see. I think the next person is Heidi. Is it Heidi as the next person? Okay, what does okay, I can't read. Let me see. Pull up this computer. What does Shahab currently feels for me? Okay. So if that's right, and if I'm pronouncing it right, hopefully, let's go ahead and get your question here, Heidi. Okay. Okay. So let's do a different deck. I'll put the little crystal on the other one we were just working with. And then maybe you guys can kind of see the cards as well here a little bit better. Okay. So for Heidi, right? Let me just make sure. Yes. Okay. All right. So spirits guide my hands here. Messages for Heidi. Spirits guide my hands for Heidi. Let's turn that down. Okay. Messages for Heidi. Spirits, guides, messages for Heidi. Oh wait, I gotta go back up because I lost it. Where are we at? Okay, what does Shahab, hopefully I'm saying that right, Shahab, currently feels for Heidi? What does Shahab currently feel for Heidi? What does Shahab currently feel for Heidi? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but Spirit knows what I'm talking about, so it's okay. All right, so just work with me. Sorry, okay. What does Spirit want to tell us about? Whoa, stay. Okay, hold on. Everything's falling. It's over there. Stay. What does Shahab feel for Heidi? What does Shahab this time? All right. Oh, all right. So we have the Knight of Cups in the right side up position here for you. All right. This is a very positive card in this placement. It is about perhaps having some type of medium-sized offer or communication for you. All right. They feel definitely positive. They feel positive emotions for you with the cup and the water here in the background. All right. So it could be that they're going to give you some type of medium-sized offer or communication with you. That could be, like, when I say medium, it could just be whatever you used to normally talk as before. Let's say you only text or talked online. Now you're going to talk on the phone, or whatever the next step up would be. Okay. So it's not like a huge, complete offer or communication like, oh my god, I want to marry you type thing, right? I mean, maybe, but it's whatever the next step up would be from how you previously communicated or interacted. Okay, so looks really positive here. So we'll go ahead and confirm with the rods as well to see, confirm that that is correct, that he does have positive feelings for you. So just give me a second here to get myself back in the right position so I'm not hitting the desk. All right, so all right. Am I currently sitting in Philadelphia? No. All right. Am I currently sitting in Delaware? Am I currently in Delaware? Yes. Okay, so I'm in Delaware, guys. You're like, I don't know, where is she? Okay. So I'm going to mispronounce it, but forgive me. Was it Shahab? Was it something like that? Shahab. Does Shahab have positive feelings about Lakora? Yes, that was fast. Oh, that was like very strong fast. Okay. Will he, or has he already given some type of medium offer or communication to her, to them, to Lakora? Yes. Yes. Okay, so really strong yes on both of those. All right. So I hope that was helpful and possibly confirmed some things for you. So let's see. Yes, SK, you can be added to the list. I have a moderator this time, my friend that's going to help out. So he's got a list going of everybody who's going to want to ask a question. All right, so let's see. Now we're gonna go to the next person is Jono. Any messages for professional path? Thank you. Okay, so let's put this card back and then we're going to switch over to the other deck. Let this one chill for a minute with the crystal. Okay, and just give me 1 second to have here. Okay. So let's see. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Jono. I think that's how you say it. Jono. Messages. Well, that came out, but I wasn't technically ready yet. We'll leave that there and see what Spirit wants. But hold on. I was thinking of your question, and you got the Ace of Cups just came out. But let's see. Let's do a little more shuffling and ask the full question. Messages for Jono regarding their career. Messages for Jono regarding any messages regarding their professional career path. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Highest vibration. Oh, wow. All right, you got 2 aces here. Okay. Let me show you. Hold on. So the first one kind of fell out. That was the Ace of Cups. And then the Ace of Wands came out for you as well, okay? So aces are new beginnings, fresh start energy. And they're very positive as well. It's forward momentum, progress, right? So when we talk about the Ace of Cups, that's something that could be emotionally fulfilling, right? Literally, your cup is runneth over with whatever the water that we see here in the cup, okay? But aces also can be gifts from the divine, your higher power, God, your angels, whatever you want to call it, that is helping you strengthen as well. When we talk about career, your professional path, strengthen your natural gifts or skill or talent or knowledge that you already have. So when these come in here, they're going to be making it even stronger, okay? And this is really beautiful, right? So we have also water energy and we have fire energy. So it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? And then for water energy, it would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? Just as like some zodiac kind of energy placements, it doesn't necessarily mean something in particular, unless it does for you, okay? But these are both really positive, okay? So I like to see it, and we had that one extra one fall out for you as well, and they were both aces, so it looks like some really good stuff here. So hi, welcome to everyone else who just came in. Yeah, there's a list going, so just go ahead and ask your question and we will get to you in time. So we're going to try to move a little faster today than we were yesterday. But yeah, I think that real quickly before we move on to the next person, as far as your career here too, there could be well, when we talk about, okay, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fire energy in particular, especially with Aries, right? It's very entrepreneur energy. They're the first sign of the zodiac. So there could be something that has an entrepreneur type energy to it that you, oh, sorry, let's hit the camera, that you could be, a part of, or you're developing yourself here as well. But I always encourage everyone to like find out what your other placements are if you don't already know in your birth chart. And you can get a free one online. Astrology Cafe is a great one, even if you don't know your birth time. And maybe find out, okay, where is my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in my chart, and then where is, of course, my water stuff. So where would be my Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. So that may have even more insight about like how you can utilize those parts of your chart to make you more successful in your career, okay? The other thing too about the Ace of Cups is that if you get this fresh new start, this new beginning energy with these aces, okay, the Ace of Cups, there's like lily pads in the water. I don't know if you can see that really small here. Okay, those little green lily pads. So the lily pads represent resiliency. Okay, so if you do get a fresh new start energy or new beginnings, or just again the gifts of the divine supporting whatever you're doing, it's because you worked really hard and you were able to, in some part of your life or multiple parts of your life, be really resilient and still grow in a difficult environment, okay? Because that's what the lily pad represents as well here. All right. So, all right, let's keep moving forward. Let's see who's next. La, da, da, da. Okay, cool. You are pursuing an entrepreneur path. Awesome. Yeah. So I would go for it. It looks good. um, okay, so where were we? Let me go back up here. So the next person is Crystal Cancer, I think, is next. Okay. Hello. Are me and the Capricorn just better off as friends at this time? I feel like it's not our time right now for a relationship. Okay, so are you and the Capricorn just better off as friends? Okay, let's find out. All right. And I think you were here yesterday too, so welcome back. I was like, I recognize your name. All right. Messages for Crystal Cancer. Messages for Crystal Cancer. Are her and the Capricorn better off just as friends? Are her and Capricorn just better off as friends at this time? Are Crystal Cancer and the Capricorn just better off as friends at this time? All right, hold on. Let's see. Let me see how Spirit wants it. Okay. So it's like a maybe, okay? You can say that the Five of Wands or the Five of Staves right side up could be a maybe. But it's telling you here possibly not only to have a backup plan with another person, right? Or to stay as friends, like you said, but also to rely on your friends to give you advice, because other people that may know this individual can always like give you more insight as well, okay? But it's also like maybe stop taking it so seriously too, because if you already are friends with this individual and you wanted to move on to a romantic relationship, right? Building the friendship is the foundation is so important. So don't look at it as like, oh man, like we're just going to stay friends forever. You don't necessarily know that. And we can ask the rods real quickly, but I would look at it as, is it a good friendship? Is it good laying a good foundation down for a romantic relationship? And have fun with it, right? A lot of times when we really like someone or whatever, sometimes we can just get caught up in the serious aspects of certain questions or certain milestones, as they say, that society sets. So this is a card, an energy to kind of loosen up a little bit, stop taking things so seriously, rely on your support system and your friends to help you to kind of relax and have those backup plans, and just to brainstorm as well and try to, just again, loosen up the energy. All right, so let's ask the rods here real quickly, and then we'll go to the next person. So question, is it currently Saturday? No. Okay. Is it currently Tuesday where I'm at in the world? Yes. Okay. Is Crystal Cancer and the Capricorn, is it better at this time if they just remain friends? Okay, so it was like a really slow maybe to then a yes. Okay. So yeah, like I said before, I think that maybe not taking things as seriously too, because sometimes that can scare the other person, or make the energy, not as fun and like free moving. So I would work on just having fun with this person, and building that foundation as a friendship right now, and then kind of see what happens. All right. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful for you. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next person here. Um, let's see. Is Maria? I think Maria is next. Is that right, guys? Thank you, Carlos. Okay, Maria is next. Okay, so my question is, what does my professional look like for upcoming year? Professional life look like for the upcoming year? What should I focus on? I haven't been able to find a full-time job, and it's stressing me out sometimes. Okay. Yes, I can see how that definitely would be stressful. So yeah, let's see what insight we can get here. I'm going to use this one. Actually, it looks like. Okay. So for Maria, spirits guide my hands. Messages for Maria. Messages for Maria regarding her career. What should she focus on, look forward to for the upcoming year? Messages for Maria about her career moving forward next year. All right, so we got two. I'll take it. Okay. So you got the Knight of Swords in the right side up position, and you got the Sun card in the right side up position. So very nice. All right, right off the bat here. So first we have this Knight of Swords, right? And so this could be a medium-sized opportunity, right? Maria, you've been here before. Well, I think you have. I think you're the Maria. I think you are. So, that would be, let's say you work at, I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know, whatever the next step would be. So if, let's say, you are a manager, right? And then you go from being a manager to now being a partner or being the CEO. Okay. So it's whatever the next step up would be. It's not necessarily the biggest job opportunity or offer, but it's a place to start. Okay. And it is something that will give you that stability perhaps that you're looking for. It will give you more mental clarity and not have you as stressed out about, having that full-time job. And then over here with the Sun card, right, we have that Leo energy. Okay. So we're still in Cancer season. So we can ask the rods if you want, like, is this possibly going to happen? Are you going to get some type of offer during Leo season? Or it could even be that a Leo is going to help you, somebody with a lot of Leo in their chart or sun sign Leo. But this is really beautiful, right? So this is the brightest card in the deck, and is a youthful energy, passion, creativity, all those things. And they're both for momentum and progress. So just based on that, I feel like it's really positive here, Maria. Thank goodness, right? So if you want, I can just go ahead and ask the rods real quickly, if you can expect some type of offer perhaps during the upcoming Leo season. Okay, so let me know if that's something you want me to ask here real quickly. So let me warm up briefly again. Show me the direction of my window, please. Where's my window in this room? Yes. So guys, my window is over there. If you saw me yesterday, you know, but there's my window. It's all sunny, so you can't really see out of it. Okay. So where's my coffee cup? Where's the direction of my coffee cup? Okay, there's my coffee cup. There's my coffee. Okay. So, all right. So for Maria, yes, please, she said, all right. So can Maria, or will Maria, receive a medium-sized job opportunity, whatever that would be, for full-time work during this upcoming Leo season? Okay. So now it's finally getting to yes. So maybe it's gonna happen, Maria, like at the last day of the Leo season. So Leo season, I think, starts July 22nd and goes to August 22nd. So maybe it's like in the middle of August or towards the very end of August, could be. Okay. So definitely let me know how that goes, right? Come back. And hopefully you get that full-time job. Okay, yes. All right. So like I said, you have some really nice cards here too. So uh, awesome, right? And hopefully that was helpful for you here, Maria. All right, so let's see who's next. Moving on here. Oh, and I just dropped a bunch of cards. 1 second. These guys are slippery. Okay, so let's see. You're welcome. Okay, so Rhythmia Shamira is next. Thank you, Carlos. So I'm going to go back up and find your question if I can. Okay, yes. Can I please get a love reading regarding, I don't know how to pull cut, Gemini? My sign is Cancer. Okay, so I'm just going to call him or her Gemini because I don't know if I'm pronouncing their name right. But yes, let's see. We'll do, we can ask it to preface the question with more detail, maybe perhaps like, will Rhythmia be in a romantic relationship with this Gemini? Something like that. Okay, does that sound all right with you? Let me scroll back down here. Okay, so I'll just go ahead with that because I didn't see you respond quite yet. So we'll just say yes. Is Rhythmia messages for Rhythmia? Will she be, or will they be, excuse me, in a romantic love relationship with the Gemini that they are asking about? Will they be in a love, will Rhythmia be in a love relationship with the Gemini that she is thinking about? Okay. Spirit, do you Okay. All right. So we have the Five of Pentacles in the right side up position. So right now, I would say that this could be a no at this time, but it could change, right? Like I said, human nature, time is relative and fluid. It could change like even tomorrow, a couple hours from now. But as of right now, somebody here, possibly the Gemini, is feeling left out in the cold, or maybe it's you that are feeling left out in the cold because you're the one, the querent that is asking the question, right? But somebody here feels like they can only rely on themselves. Now, if this is you, Rhythmia, this is not the best vibration to bring in a romantic partner or bring in whatever it is you want to manifest in your life in addition to a romantic partner. Because yes, it's true. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, when you first wake up, we're the only people we can rely on in certain regards, right? But if we stay in that vibration, we're not going to get the love, the help, the abundance, the money, etc., that we want because we need to be open to others. Okay, so again, I don't know if that's you or if it's the Gemini, but right now I would kind of say that it would be a no, at this time. Okay, but it's something that can be obviously changed or corrected. I usually say that when I get a no answer, right, or a card that is not as favorable, that it's a gentle reminder, okay, for somebody. All right. So let me see how we could possibly ask that with the rods here. Let me go back up real quick. I think I went too far. Where am I at? Yes. Okay. So she's a Cancer, right? All right. So, and he's a Gemini. Okay. So I could ask, would the conditions be more favorable for Rhythmia and the Gemini to get together in the next 2 months as an example. I could ask that, something like that, okay? So I'll go ahead and do that. Let me warm them up again. So, is it currently the year, let me back up so I'm not hitting the table. Is it currently the year 1932? You gotta think about that for a second. I know it feels like it might be the Great Depression again. Was it the Great Depression? No, that was, well, kind of close. All right, anyway. Is it currently the year 1970? No. Okay. Is it currently the year 2022? Is it currently the year 2022? Wake up, guys. Wake up. Oh my gosh, that was forever. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Will the Gemini and Rhythmia possibly get together in a relationship or loving or whatever in the next 2 months? Okay. Still kind of saying no right now. Will it perhaps happen in the next 6 months? Will it be more favorable for them in the next 6 months? It's like wanting to move to yes, but it's just sticking kind of in that no spot. So yeah, so unfortunately, I think that sometimes obviously we don't want to hear that, right? Nobody does, but there's perhaps something that he needs to change or you need to change to kind of get to that point if you guys are of course meant to be and the timing is right. All right, but as of right now, again, you can also, if you're not into tarot, look up what the Five of Pentacles means to get even more insight yourself of how that might give you more answers. Okay, so unfortunately I have to keep moving on to the next person, but hopefully we got something there for you. All right. And hang in there, okay? Because we all have been there at some point. All right. So let's move on here. Let's see, who is the next person? Okay, I went too far. Let's see. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, so SK is next. All right, so let me find your question. All right, so what is SK's question? I'm back up here. What is Sijal thinking about me? I'm a Sag, she's a Pisces. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna switch decks, hold on. Let's do this one. Okay, so she's you're a Sag and she's a Pisces. Okay. Messages for SK and welcome back, SK. I think you were here yesterday. I can't remember now. Sounds familiar, but maybe I'm losing my mind. So welcome either way. It might have been another person. Okay. So let's see. What does Sejal think about SK? What does Sejal think about SK? Spirits, guide my hands. What does Sejal think about SK? All right, Spirits, do you want this card in the right side? So you got the Fool card, all right? So this is not necessarily that they think you're foolish. It could be, but I would say that perhaps they think you are a little risky at this time, that either you need to make a leap of faith or they do, or both of you, okay? But it is still like a positive energy to it, and we're talking about Gemini energy here as well. Wait, did you say, you said you're a Sag and she's a Pisces? So it could be that you guys need to incorporate, oops, sorry, the camera, some Gemini energy into how you interact with each other, right? Doesn't mean just because we got Gemini energy here and you both aren't a Gemini that you can't benefit from something like this, okay? But also in particular in this deck, when you see the mirror behind the tarot reader, it can bring up issues of ego and identity, right? So is the person worried how they're going to look to other people if they are going to be with you, or if, you know, how you're going to look at them if they ask you out or what have you, right? So there's kind of like a lot of things still up in the air here with that Fool card, okay? But it's still, you know, it's still good. It's not completely like no. It's just kind of saying that somebody needs to take that leap of faith to trust in something that they can't see yet, to kind of move it forward, okay? So let's see what else. You're welcome. Let's see who is next. Okay. Carlos over here working hard. Thank you, Carlos. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so Shaluk is next. Okay. Let me see what their question was. Thank you, Carlos. Does Vishada view me as the one for her over all the other options? Okay. We will find out. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name here, so we're gonna do the rest. Okay. I'm gonna switch to the other deck. Let this one chill for a minute. Okay. So does Vidashara view Shahuk as the one? Does Vidashara view Shahuk as the one? Does Vidashara All right, so I got 2 cards fell out, but let me just confirm with Spirit here how they want to be received. Let's keep falling. Hold on. All right, stay. Okay. Spirit to the right side of position. No. Okay. Spirit to the okay. All right, so what fell out, and they kind of fell actually like this. You got the Moon card, okay, sideways on top of the Hanged Man in the reverse position. Okay, so they want the Moon card right side up when I asked Spirit to confirm, okay, and they want the Hanged Man in the reverse position, okay. So it looks like there's still something that's really hard to see clearly here. I would also say that perhaps you or the other person needs to look at the situation from a different viewpoint, or from the other person's viewpoint, okay, with the Hanged Man in the reverse position. Because when he's right side up, that means he's open to learning new things, seeing things from different perspectives. But when it's like blocked like this, is somebody's closed off to not looking at something from a new perspective. And also with the Moon card here, something is hidden, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be something bad, right? But somebody is not seeing something clearly here, okay? So we can confirm with the rods, you know, if, like, I'll just ask your question like I did to the cards and see how it comes out here. But yeah, I don't know if it's, turn this down a little bit. I don't know if it's in terms of like, you said she has other suitors or other people. Does she like you the best, or are you the one? Perhaps there aren't any other suitors, or perhaps she only or they only want to date multiple people right now. Perhaps they're not looking for a committed relationship, right? But something here, somebody's not seeing it clearly, okay, and they're not wanting to see it from a different perspective. So I don't know if it's you or them or both of you guys, but we'll go ahead and ask the rods here as well. So, okay, let's see. Show me the direction of my dog. Where's her? Yes. Okay, well, you guys can't see, but my dog's over there. All right. Show me the direction of my window in this room, or the window in this room, please. Where's the window? Yes. All right. So, does Vita Shara like Shahuluk? I can't say it. Shahuluk the best out of other suitors? Does Vita Shara like Shahuk the best? It's just giving a maybe, right? So it's starting to move past completely not being a no, but it's stuck in that maybe, right? So, like I said, maybe we're just not asking the right question the right way because somebody isn't seeing something clearly and a new perspective is needed here, okay? But hopefully that was helpful in some way for you. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next person, just to try to keep it moving a little bit faster today, so we can at least get everybody, that we can here. So, all right, let's see who is next here. You're welcome. All right. So Carlos, let's see who's next. Carlos. Maybe I can find out too if I scroll up further enough. Let's see. Lightning in the world, or light in the world. Is that? Did you miss that person? Oh, okay. No, I was right. Okay. So let me see what the question is, if they're still here. Lightning in the world. Okay. Or light in the world. I keep saying lightning, light in the world. Who is lying to me, has bad intentions towards me? Okay. So yeah, we can go ahead and ask the cards for sure, but it is a very broad question. All right. Oh, I'll switch it up to different deck here. So yeah, we may be able to get a couple zodiac signs that show up or something, as far as zodiac energy that might help you figure out who it may be if you're already thinking of a couple different people or energies or something like that. So we'll go ahead and ask. All right, so for light in the world, who is lying to me and has bad intentions? For light in the world, who is lying to light in the world and has bad intentions for them? Who is lying to light in the world and who has bad intentions for them? All right, so we got Temperance card here, okay? So this could be Sagittarius energy. This is the official Sagittarius card. So perhaps somebody who is a sun sign, rising sign, moon in Sagittarius, or they have a lot of Sagittarius in their chart, Or perhaps if it's not that you know somebody directly that's a Sagittarius, it could also be saying that you need to wait and see and have patience and let things play out before you're going to find out exactly who is lying to you and has bad intentions for you or towards you. I would say that the Temperance card is about alchemy energy. You see this Native American woman here pouring the water back and forth into these two bowls, and she's got one foot on the land, one foot in the water. So it's about balance and patience, not only um, in the 3D world, but in the 5D spiritual world, right? Having balance between paying your bills, right? Doing whatever in this world we're in now, a knock on the table, right? That's the 3D world. The 5D would be the spiritual world, okay? And also the water and the tarot represents our emotions. So perhaps you need, or it's more about, I guess, you, because I don't know who the other person may be, right? We said Sagittarius could be Sagittarius energy. But it is about, using the emotions in a positive way to again have that balance where you're not letting emotions of other people around you make you feel like someone's perhaps lying to you or trying to hurt you in some way. I'm not saying that they're not necessarily doing that. I'm just saying that for you yourself to kind of ground yourself, right? So she's not going completely in the water. She still has one foot on land. So do activities that ground you, that protect you, protect your energy, your surroundings and your thoughts, right? So do some type of grounding activity for yourself, whether it's getting out in nature, doing burning sage, frankincense, palo santo, all the various things that you can burn, okay? Or if it's taking a salt bath, or watching a comedy, or whatever brings your particular whatever brings for you as a person you back into your body, so you remember, yes, I'm in my emotions and my thoughts, but I'm also my body. So how can I kind of look for that balance as well? Okay. So hopefully that was helpful for you. But yeah, we can ask the rods real quickly before moving on to the next person. Is there someone that's lying to you, trying to hurt you? The rods could say yes or no, or they could say maybe. But like I said, since it's kind of a broad question and it's not about a particular energy or person per se, it might be kind of hard to analyze it in the right way. But let's go ahead and try real quickly. Okay, so anyone have questions I can ask? Carlos, do you have any questions I can ask that we already know the answers to warm up the rods? Anybody have suggestions? I'm getting sick of answering or asking my questions. Anybody have any suggestions for questions? Okay, so is it a full moon tomorrow here where I am in the US? Is it a full moon tomorrow in Capricorn? You're almost there. There you go. Almost. Come on, guys. Is it a full moon in Capricorn tomorrow where I am in the US? Okay, my goodness. All right, wake up, wake up, wake up. All right. So what was our question? I can't remember now. It was, oh yes, for, what was their name? If somebody was lying to them. Yes, light in the world, right? So is someone lying or have bad intentions for light in the world? I would say that's a no. But wait, it could also be it was a very slow, it was a no and then it was a slow yes, right? But like I said, I would question where the information is coming from, who's your source, um, and like I said before, with that temperance card showing up for you, that it could be that more time is needed to find out exactly who it is if it's not someone who has a lot of Sagittarius in their chart. But it could also just be that maybe someone's view is being controlled more by their emotions, and if they ground themselves, they can maybe find out more or have a more balanced viewpoint. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next person here. Let's see where we at. Carlos, let's see. So Rhonda C is next. Okay, thank you, Carlos. Let me go back up to Rhonda C. Hi, can you type your question again, just because it's probably way up at the top, Rhonda C, just so we can, maybe it'll be faster that way. And I'll just shuffle the deck here while I wait for your question. Let's do this one this time. Oh, thank you, Carlos. That was the question. Okay, what's coming towards me for the rest of the year for Rhonda C? Okay, thank you, Carlos. You're the best. All right, so let me just shuffle some cards here and see what we get. So Rhonda C, messages for Rhonda C. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Rhonda C. What is coming up for Rhonda C in the rest of the year? What is coming up for Rhonda C? What does she need to know? What's coming up for her in the rest of the year? Is it next year or the rest of the year? No, it's the rest of the year. Okay. What is coming up for Rhonda C for the rest of the year? Spirits got my hands. What is coming up for Rhonda C for the rest of the year? What's coming up for Rhonda C? So we're getting 2 cards again for everybody today, but that's okay. Okay, we take it because Spirit told us. All right. So the first one we got is the Strength card. Okay, so Leo energy, and then we got the 7 of Cups. Okay, so this makes sense to me here for sure, but I'll explain it. Right. So the Strength card, if you're not familiar with tarot, like that's the Leo energy I was talking about, but it is strength of the mind, of the spirit, not only those things, but of course physical strength. But when we're talking about tarot, we're talking about usually more 5D spiritual stuff. Okay, but with this Leo energy too, it is passion, it's creativity, it's forward momentum. It could be something that you work with a Leo, or you meet a Leo and start working with them, or you're working with wherever Leo is in your individual birth chart and bringing that out as well. Okay, but when you pair it with the 7 of Cups, it's kind of like your question a little bit, because it's like, what's coming up for me for the rest of the year? So it's not a bad question. I didn't mean it like that. It's more like, well, what do you want the rest of the year to be for yourself, right? So in every one of these cups, if you can see clearly, there's a different object. So the 7 of Cups is a window shopping for options energy to the card. Okay, so it's like, if I make this one choice, or if I pick this one cup, then I'm going to have this certain energy or reaction emotionally. Okay, so it's kind of saying that it's up to you, right? What do you see for yourself or want for yourself for the rest of the year? But also, it can have a little bit of the dark night of the soul energy, right? So it's like asking you or begging you in certain regards, if you haven't already, to do some of your shadow work, your soul work, and ask the hard questions, because you are strong. You do have that strength, right? And you can create whatever it is you want to manifest. Okay. So it's not giving us, necessarily a clear answer, but it is kind of, picking up on the way that you ask the question, if that makes sense here for you. Okay. So, I mean, if you have one more like really fast question in regards to this, that would be like a yes or no question or a timing question with the rods, I can do that real quickly before we move on. Give me 1 second, guys, too. I'm going to close the window. It's like really hot. I had the AC on, and then I was like lighting incense, and then it's like letting all the cold air out. So let me just see here. Rhonda C, does that make sense? She's still here. If you had a yes or no question, Rhonda C. Okay. Okay, yeah, if it's just a quick one. All right, gotcha. We can do a quick one on the rods here real quickly. Will there be new love for me this year? All right, we can do that. So, let's see. Trying to think of questions and warm it up. Is Carlos my moderator? Yes. Okay. Shout out to Carlos. All right. Will Rhonda C find new love this year? Yes. At first, it was a really like stuck at the maybe, but then it moved to yes. So, like I said, I feel like if you put that intention out and you're taking the 3D steps and the 5D steps to find love, then you will find love, right? So you can't just say, "Oh, I'm doing my shadow work. I'm working on, getting the right kind of partner that I want," but then you're not going out to meet people in person, or you're not, using the internet and different websites to try and find love. So it's kind of saying that you gotta check all those boxes, and then you will. All right. So, and since it was a slow maybe too, maybe it's more towards the end of the year. But again, I think that we do always have the power to manifest whatever it is we want, within reason and within logical time. So yeah, I think you can do it, girl. All right. So get out there. Okay. Okay. So let's see who is next here. Go back up. So we did. Carlos. Let's see. Joe. Okay, so Joe's next. Okay, thanks, Carlos. That's what I saw. Okay. Will LD fall in love with me when we date in the future? All right, let's find out. Yeah, let me do this deck. Okay. I was like, what am I doing? Which deck am I doing? Okay. Got to put these back in here. Actually, yeah. Let me let these chill with the crystals for a minute. I'll do the other one. Stay. All right. And they just fell over. That's all right. I'll fix it in a minute. Okay. So this is for Joe. Okay. And you were here yesterday too, Joe, right? Welcome back. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe, since I am doing readings for free, and subscribing is free. It's just a cool way to help my channel grow and all that good stuff. And then you get notified when I put out new videos and all that stuff too. So I think I said that in the beginning, but I keep forgetting to say it again. So, Carlos, help remind me and people, if you don't mind, to subscribe if they haven't already. All right, so messages for Joe. Let's see here. Okay. Will Joe, okay, let's see now. Will LD fall in love with Joe if they date in the future? Okay. Will LD fall in love with Joe if they date in the future? Will LD fall in love with Joe if they date in the future? Will LD fall in love with Joe if they date in the future? Will LD fall in love with Joe if they date in the future? All right, so let's see. Spirit, so you want to see the pentacles in the reverse position here for Joe? Okay, so you got the Six of Pentacles in the right side up position, all right? So, you know, if we had to say is a yes or a no, I would say that it definitely could be a strong possibility of a yes, okay? Because this card is about abundance, but it's also about paying it forward. So it's earth sign energy, right? So it could be Virgo, Capricorn, I just forget the other earth sign, Taurus, okay? But it's about building abundance and again giving it back. So this guy only has 6 pentacles, not 10, right? But he's got more than 2 because he's got 6. So then he's going to give back to these poor people on the road. Okay, so it's about giving back energy, not just money. It's energy because money is energy, right? It's how we as a society value our time. Okay, so it could be here, Joe, that LD is working on building his abundance so far, right? And you asked if he might fall in love with you in the future. I think that if you guys both have a balanced effort in what you give to each other, because that's the other thing, right? That the Six of Pentacles represents. He's holding the balance scales. It's 3 on 3, right? On each side, 6. Okay, so maybe there needs more Libra energy to bring this about too, right? Libra being the balance kind of energy that shows up in the zodiac in some regards, right? But yeah, there could definitely be a strong possibility of that. So we can go ahead and ask the rods here real quickly. Excuse me, guys, before we move forward to the next person. All right, so is it going to be a full moon in Capricorn here tomorrow in the US? Yes, okay. Is or will LD fall in love with Joe in the future? So right now, obviously, it's saying maybe or maybe not. Maybe it's not obvious, but this is the maybe. But sometimes when it does this, where it's going back and forth, it's trying to get the momentum, right? So if this is a maybe, I'm just going to stop moving them for a second. If it's stuck like this, but it keeps rocking back and forth, what it can be doing is trying to get the momentum to then boom, say yes. Okay. So obviously it is a kind of general broad question, right? Like, is this person going to fall in love with me if you guys were to date in the future? So the card also said, you know, that it could be a probability of yes as well. All right, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of a broad question, but that's okay, right? So hopefully you got something from that, and yeah, I would just. The other thing I would say with the Six of Pentacles here for you, Joe, is that again, manifest that energy of paying it forward yourself. So if you want to date this person and you want them to fall in love with you, make sure you're already in love with yourself too, and you're sharing your love with others, not just in a romantic way, of course, but you are giving back to others in your community, not necessarily with money, right, but with your energy, because the more that you are in that grateful vibration, the universe is then going to give you more of what you are asking for or what you already have. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful, but we'll go ahead and move on to the next person here. Okay. Okay, you're welcome, Joe. Yeah. Let's see. So Carlos, Starry Night is next. Okay, thank you, Carlos. Let's see. What career would make me happy and prosperous? All right, let's find out. Let me just put this back here. And we'll switch over to another deck here. And I kind of want to light a little more incense too, but then I don't want to open the window. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't need incense. All right, that's right. We don't need it. Okay. So messages for Starry Night. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Starry Night. Okay. Messages for Starry Night. What career would make Starry Night happy? Messages about Starry Night's career. Any insights? Messages for Starry Night regarding her career. Messages for Starry Night regarding her career. Make her happy. All right, so you got the Queen of Cups. All right, so interesting. All right, so the Queen of Cups here, Starry Night, if you're not familiar, right, this is Guinevere, I believe, in this deck. So she's the young queen. She's really poetic and dreamy, but she respects the things that are more traditional, but she also wants to update her kingdom, right? So because she is that young queen, she's open to learning new things. She sees the cup in the background and the stained glass as the past and how things have already been or always were, right? But she kind of wants to bring in some newness into it, okay? So bring in some more creativity with the arts, perhaps, for you here. But also when we have the Queen of Cups, that could be definitely Cancer energy. It could be also Scorpio, Pisces, water sign energy. All right. So depending on where that you have those placements in your chart as well, that could give you even more insight about if you've done your birth chart before. How you can strengthen those areas to get more insight about what you may be really good at that you didn't even realize, or it's confirming something that you used to do when you were a child and you're like, oh yeah, I always loved to do that, and then your birth chart is like, that's what you should be doing, that kind of thing. Okay, so I always try to use Astrology Cafe. It's a great website that's free, that's online, right? And you just, even if you don't know your exact birth time, as long as you know your birthday and where you were born, you can find out what your other placements are. All right. So, I see, just instinctively something with the arts because of this deck in particular showing Guinevere here. But that could be so many things, right? You could have a traditional normal job or profession, but then you are adding more creativity to it, or a new sense of this energy that's more with the times, as you say, right? Or a younger energy or something like that to be added into it. Okay, so I would definitely, see where you have water sign placements in your chart, and let me know. You said you always come up as the Queen of Cups for most people. Oh, that's so interesting. So maybe that's you. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe that is also the other thing about anytime you get a queen, right? Is a person is the highest of power or authority, somebody who's very confident, or if it's not necessarily in a position of authority where you're a CEO or you're the top boss, it's just that people look up to you for answers and you have a responsibility to help others, but you also have a lot of support around you that you may can draw even more insight from, right? Because she's sitting on her throne, and her throne represents her support system, her friends, family, etc., romantic partners, whatever, right? So that's something that makes her strong too. So let's say she was a president, she's the president's wife, right? So you know, I can't remember what it is, but I don't want to talk about politics per se, but like, you know how they say that if a man is really strong, and he's a politician or what have you in the government, etc., that he didn't get there on his own. He has all these other people behind him that help support him, and you know, all those things. So that's another aspect to that card as well. All right. so so yeah, so yes, you got that royal energy. You come out as the Queen of Pentacles too, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, girl, you got all the Queen royal energy, so I love it. So stand in your power, right? Be confident, and you know, look into again where you have those placements in your chart, and to give you maybe even more insight about what's the best way for you as far as your career. Okay. All right, so thank you so much. So let's go ahead and move to the next person. And I see you there, Rachel. I just have to make sure that you're the next person. Carlos will tell us who's next. We have a list. Okay, so Rosie is next. Okay, thank you, Carlos. So Rosie, what does Zach think of me when I cross his mind currently? Thank you. Okay, so let's find out. Put this card back here and shift back to this deck here. Okay, I maybe actually will light some incense. The incense that I light is dragon's blood. It's good for lots of different things, protection, love, right? But it's also good for clearing the energy of the cards from the last person's energy. And it's just fun to look at too. Sometimes when I see the smoke, I'm like, even though I'm not really looking at the screen, it can be relaxing. All right, so let me just do this real quickly, and then we'll move on here. So a lot of times what I'll do when I'm clearing the cards, right, is we'll just get some of that smoke all around here. Of course, we have the crystals on top. Right. A little bit for you guys. Okay. Well, you know what I mean. Energetically, yes. All right. So those will stay there, and we'll move on. And you stay there. Okay. So we're on Rosie. Yes. Yes, Zach. What does Zach think of Rosie? When Zach thinks of Rosie, what crosses his mind? What is Zach? Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Rosie. What does Zach think of when he thinks of Rosie? What does Zach think of when he thinks of Rosie? What does Zach think of when he thinks of Rosie? Okay. The Three of Pentacles, right side up. All right, so let's see here. This is a very supportive energy. Two people that work really well together, okay? Some people will say, oh, it's third-party energy. Well, it can be, right? But that's not what we were asking about for your question, okay? What this card fundamentally is about is here's the architect and here is the laborer worker, right? That's taking his architectural plans and putting them into action. So they both have different roles, but they both have different skill sets too, but they have to work together and communicate together to build the church. Okay, so it could be here, Rosie, that, you know, I was like, you said you like looking at the smoke, and then I was like, oh no, I can't see it, but there it is. Okay. That it could be here, Rosie, that you know, he thinks that you guys get along really well, or you work together as a great team or something like that. Okay. But either way, it's really positive. I don't see it as a negative placement at all, the way that we ask the question. Okay. So, like, again, building something together. So that's really positive. We can confirm with the rods here real quickly and ask if the card was correct, Rosie, and we can say, does Zach think of Rosie, as someone he can build something with too, or someone that he works well with, right? Okay. So real quickly, let's warm it up. Random questions that we all know the answers to that I could think of, or at least I know the answers to, if not you guys. Oh my God, I can't think of anything right now. Is it currently the year 1982? Okay. Is it currently the year 1991? Okay. Is it currently the year 2022? All right. Thank you. Okay, so does Zach, I didn't even ask a question, I already said yes. Does Zach think of Rosie as the Three of Pentacles? Maybe that they don't know what I mean. Let's see. They're like, what do you mean? Does Zach think of Rosie as someone he works well with or can build with? There we go. It's thinking, it's like I'm waking up. Yeah. Okay, yes. So a very slow yes, but a yes. So yeah, so I don't know, Rosie, what obviously anything about you. I don't know if you're already, I'm guessing that it's romantic that you're asking about. I don't know for sure, but maybe if you're just friends right now and he thinks of you, that you could build something together or you work well together as friends, that maybe he does think of you or could think of you in the future in a different way. But again, I don't know. Yes, romantically. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just ask one more quick one for you and then we'll move to the next person. Does It's Zach, right? Is it Zach? Oh, what is the question? Yes, Zach. Okay. Does Zach or will Zach think of Rosie in a romantic way? It's like maybe. Okay. Does Zach currently think of Rosie in a romantic way? Not really. Will Zach in the future think of Rosie in a romantic way? It's moving really, really slowly. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I feel like it's still saying maybe. Like maybe he hasn't figured it out yet. But yeah, I mean, I still feel like my initial reaction with that Three of Pentacles was that yes, he could possibly build something with you in the future. But maybe right now it's just like you guys get along really well, you work together. Um, so that's what I have for you right now. But like I said, things can always change. Even a couple hours from now, it's human nature. People change their minds all the time, or the universal well of knowledge. We get more knowledge, we get more insight a little bit later about what it can or cannot be. Okay, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and move on to the next person. Hopefully you got something from that, Rachel. No, I'm sorry, not Rachel, Rosie. Okay, so let's see who Carlos is saying next. Who is next? Yeah, da, 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 da. So Rachel is next. Okay, thank you, Carlos. Okay, Rachel, what do you see coming towards me in love? Okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna let this deck sit for a little bit and we'll move on to the other one, or back to the other one. Okay. Let's move back to this one. Make sure I have a little bit of music here. All right. So just reminding everybody again that if you are new, welcome. Of course, everyone's welcome, whether you're new or old or been here before, whatever. But since I am doing these readings for free, if you haven't already, just ask if you can subscribe to the channel, which is also free, and it just notifies you when I put out new videos and all that good stuff. All right. So anyway, moving on to Rachel. Rachel, yes. I have a good friend named Rachel. So thank you for waiting patiently, Rachel. All right. So here we go. What do you see coming towards her in love? Okay, what can we see coming towards Rachel in love? All right, so I'll just ask what in the next 6 months can Rachel expect? Something like that in regards to love, just to put a time thing on it if we want to. Sometimes that helps. So messages for Rachel, what can she see and expect in the next 6 months regarding her love life? Messages for Rachel. What can she expect in her love life in the next 6 months? Messages for Rachel. Love life in the next 6 months. Ooh, okay, hold on. Spirits, how would you like to receive this card? Do you want the Nine of Cups in reverse position here for Rachel? Oh, okay. So you got the Nine of Cups right side up. It came out reversed for me, but I wanted to make sure, and they said no, they want it right side up for you. So that is very positive, right? I don't know if you can see the card here, but it's a celebration, right? There's a woman dancing. It looks like a medieval party. They got the round table, as they say, right? But this is your wish fulfillment card as well. So I know you didn't necessarily ask a yes or no question, but if you did have one in some regards, but you were asking, will you possibly find love, let's say in the next 6 months? I didn't ask that specifically that way, but this is a yes card, right? So yes, you could be finding love in the next 6 months. There could be celebrations around that, but also the cups in the tarot represent our emotions. So something emotionally fulfilling in regards to your love life, is going to be happening here for you. So that's really beautiful to see, but also it could be that if you're already in a romantic situation, or you will be in the next 6 months, that it could go to the next level pretty quickly here, okay? Because I don't know if you could already be dating someone or seeing someone for a couple of years or what have you, right? I don't know anything about you guys though. So when you see this Nine of Cups, it's close to 10, and 10 is the highest number in tarot. So that could also be that there's going to be some type of leveling up in a relationship that you're already in, whatever that may be, going from platonically dating to moving in, going from moving into getting a house together or sharing your expenses or whatever the next level is up in a relationship that's already previously started. Okay, so there's a couple different ways to look at it, but it's all really positive. All right, so good for you, Rachel. Okay, share some of that with me too. No, with everybody. All right. Okay, so let's keep moving forward here. And I'll ask the rods real quickly to Rachel, but I think they will say yes, because I know that we're going to probably stop in the next 20 minutes. So I just want to go ahead and see, who the next person is. So while I wait for Carlos to tell me, I'll just ask the rods real quickly to confirm for Rachel. Okay, so let me think of a question. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes, I got one. So, is my birth name Sarah? That's a no. Okay, so yes, I'm not named Sarah. Okay, is my birth name Michael? They're like, no, girl. Okay, you never know. I don't know. Is my birth name Melissa? Is my birth name Melissa? All right, thank you. Wake up. Yeah. Is my birth name Melissa? All right. Is it currently Cancer season? Yes. All right. Will Rachel find love in the next 6 months? Yes. Okay, maybe it's a little longer than 6 months because it was slow, but it's a yes, girl. All right. So anyway, moving on because I was just waiting to find out who the next person was. All right, let's see. Okay, so Carlos says the next person is Aries. Spiritual guidance is next. All right, thank you, Carlos. All right, let's see. Will my person that I've been romantically involved with commit to me in a serious relationship by 2023? We've been in a non-title connection for over 2 years now. All right, by the year 2023. Okay, let's find out here. Actually, yeah, let me switch decks. Let's do this one. All right. Let's mix it up, y'all. All right, so for Aries, spiritual guidance. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Aries, spiritual guidance. Message for Aries, spiritual guidance. Will Aries spiritual guidance current partner that she is with, will they commit to a serious relationship with Aries spiritual guidance by 2023? Spirits guide my hands. Will Aries spiritual guidance current partner connect with them connect with them to a more serious relationship by 2023? Spirits guide my hands for Aries spiritual guidance. Will their current partner lead to a more serious relationship by 2023? All right, let's see. All right, 2 came out. Okay. Spirits, how do you want to receive these cards? Spirits, do you want the 5 of Wands in reverse position here for your spiritual guidance? Okay. And Spirits, do you want the 5? Wait, no, I did that backwards. Oh my God, dyslexic. Hold on. They want that one reversed. This one is 6. You got 5 and 6 of Wands. Hold on. So, Spirits, do you want the 6 of Wands in the reverse position here for Aries spiritual guidance? Okay. Okay. Let me just, one more second. Hold on. Spirits, do you want the Five of Wands in reverse position here for Aries spiritual guidance? Okay, that's how they want it. All right, so sorry about that. You got the Six of Wands right side up and the Five of Wands in the reverse position. So, I would say that one card, of course, is a yes, and one card would be a no, the way that it came out in this position. So, the Six of Wands right side up would be celebrations, forward momentum, progress, right? But the Five of Wands in reverse here is um, somebody perhaps is still there, don't, well, actually, I take that back. The Five of Wands right side up would be someone needs to take something less seriously. They need to practice and play with their friends and plan and review all those things, right? But it came out reversed. And you obviously want them to become in a serious romantic relationship with you. So if I put it together with the other card, then it would be a yes, right? Because this is a yes. So if I put it together like that, then I could see that being a yes, because now they are starting to become more serious, because it's the opposite of the way that the card normally would be. But let's go ahead and confirm with the rods too. All right, since two cards came out. And then also, I forgot to say, the wands are fire sign energy, or just fire energy in general, right? So that could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but also the wands, not in this way because you asked a love question, but it can be about health stuff too for some people. But anyway, that's not really what you asked. So let's go ahead and ask the rods. Is Carlos been my best friend since we were in like fifth or sixth grade? Has Carlos been my best friend since we were in sixth grade? Ah! Yes, Carlos, they know. Okay. Everyone else is like, what? But yeah, that's my best friend. Okay. What else can we ask? Is it currently the year 1910? Okay. Is it currently the year 1920? They're like moving a little bit. Okay. Is it currently the year 2022? All right. So that's a yes. All right. So for Aries spiritual guidance, will her current romantic partner it's moving real slow. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, so it's saying maybe right now, but so 2023, that would technically be January, right? So like, because it's like you asked if you would be in a serious relationship by 2023 or in 2023, by 2023. So January, right? So let me ask it this way. Will Aries spiritual guidance current partner want to be in a serious romantic relationship with them by January, upcoming January? They just don't want to answer. They're just like, maybe. All right, so maybe, but I mean, that's fine, right? Because, like, I think that if he, I'm assuming it's a guy, right? I don't know for sure, but if they, well, I'll just say they, if they can get more serious, right? Instead of being the Five of Wands normal energy of being too serious, if they can get, well, no, wait, hold on a second. Because you want them to get more serious, and that's how it came out. So that's good. I just don't know what is. Let me ask you this. Maybe this will be like some kind of precursor to, right? Because of like what society says, Aries spiritual guidance, right? So I don't know if you've ever went to holiday with him, at the family or with them, right? So that could be obviously indication that they're getting more serious, or maybe something happens between, of course, now in January that makes them look at life a little bit differently in a more serious adult way, a more serious committed love relationship way. All right, but I still feel like it's going to be a yes. Okay, that's my initial what my intuition said. So we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. So come back and let me know for sure. All right. So hopefully that was a little bit helpful. All right. So let's see, who is the next person here? All right. Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. Okay. So is it Sherry? No, Cherie is next. All right. Let's see. What was her question? Okay, hold on, I can't see me pull it up a little bit. What does S hear about me from others? Does she still like me or love me if she heard anything bad about me? Like, does she care about others' opinions if she has heard? Sheree. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry. Sheree. Okay. Oh no, do we miss you, Crystal? Crystal Love? Carlos has the list. Okay, so he's going by the list. Right now we're gonna do Sheree, but yeah, he'll double check and see who's next after her. So okay, so let me see if I can like read your question again and formalize it into like one question here. So oh no, I'm sorry we missed you. Okay, hold on. We'll get you coming up in just a minute. Okay, so back to Sheree. What has S heard about me from others? Does she still like me or love me? Okay, so I think that should be more the question. Does S still like you or love you? Okay, because it's like two questions, if that makes sense. All right. All right. Okay. Let's start there. Let me put these back and then put the little crystal on it, and we'll go from there. Okay. So if it would stay. Okay. All right. All right. So spirits guide my hands. Questions for Sheree regarding S. Okay. Does S like or love? Does S have romantic feeling? No. Yes. Does S have romantic feelings for Sheree? 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 Spirit guide my hands. Spirits guide my hands. Does S have romantic feelings for Sheree? All right. So interesting. We got the Queen of Swords right side up. All right. So the Queen of Swords, out of all the queens, is known as like the cold one, okay? Is known as the one that's like not necessarily mean or cold as they are inside, but that's how other people perceive them, possibly. Okay. But in this deck, they try to show her as being more humble, right? So here you see this Japanese woman is standing over an island and she's smiling down at her people, right? And so she has the more humble nature to her, and she's open to sharing her emotions. So when I said that normally the Queen of Swords is shown as really cold and mean and almost like they don't have any emotions, I feel like S is that kind of person that they're trying to keep their emotions under wraps, let's say. Okay. Um, and of course, we have what did I just space out? We have air sign energy here with the Queen of Swords. So you could be talking about Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, right? Air sign energies. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be that that person is that particular sun sign or rising sun or moon sign, but it's just kind of how that energy is showing up here. So it's like they want to ask, they want to, okay, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. It's almost like with this Queen of Swords showing up, okay, they perhaps do like you or even love you, right, or could love you, but they maybe don't want to show their emotions right away. All right, but we'll go ahead and confirm with the rods here to kind of see what's going on. Because if we were doing a more deeper reading, right, or we were looking at the cards individually, I would say, that some would say the Queen of Swords is a no, but then at the same time, it's a yes. So it's like, it's hard for me to just base it off of one card. Okay, so I feel like they're hiding something, but let's find out. Okay, so questions that we can ask the answers to warm them up. That we ask the questions to, I mean. Okay, so show me where the direction of my window is, please. Where's my window? Yes, wake him up and then, yeah, I'll go over there because that's where the window is. Okay, there's the window. All right, speaking of window, I'm going to show y'all where the window is. And I'm going to open it because the incense got a little bit. Okay, I know you can't see it because it's the lighting. All right, so anyway. So there's the window. All right, so for Sheree, does S have romantic feelings currently for Sheree? No. Okay. Is S hiding their feelings from even themselves about Sheree? Maybe. Still moving. Is S worried about other people judging them if they have feelings for Sheree? Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like this S person is like trying to deny even to themselves that they may have feelings for you, but it's also more because they're worried about what other people are going to think because they are perhaps in a position of authority or they're really confident or there's something going on where they're worried about how others people are going to take them having feelings for you or just having feelings in general. Like I said originally with the card, it's like they're kind of just being really cold or they want others to perceive them as being cold without feelings, if that makes sense. All right. Okay, so can you ask what she hears? Um, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could ask another question for you, but I'm trying to keep it to one question per person, but I will be doing this again soon. So always, subscribe and come back to another video. But okay, so yeah, so Crystal Love is after, right? Thank you, Carlos. All right. So what is your question, Crystal Love, if you're still here? We'll go ahead. And ask your question. And we'll just put that over there. We get a different deck here. And yeah, we'll just shuffle. Crystal Love. Okay. I want to start a movement based. Wait, what? I want to start a movement based on racism. How many people will follow my movement? I don't know what you mean. Start a movement based on racism. What? Say what? You got love in your name, so I'm trying to understand what you mean. Because yeah, we don't really, but maybe you're on the right side of it, and you're trying to. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Hold on a second. Can you clarify, Crystal Love? Sorry about that. And then I see NC said, NC, hi. Carlos, was I added or should I come back another time? I added people to the list, but I do not think we will get to everybody today. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, so if, you've been added to the list, we will definitely do this again. Just subscribe to the channel, which is free, right? And then you'll know when I'm doing the next reading. And I usually try to post it, on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, to kind of, give people a little heads up. Like the last one we did, I said in the last video that we would be doing it again today on Tuesday in the afternoon around 3 or 4, and we started at 4. So I'm trying to give people, a heads up to definitely come through a little bit earlier. But we will be doing it again. All right, so let's see. So Crystal Love, I want to start a revolution protest. Okay. Cool. So I don't know if I know exactly still like what your question is. How many people will follow my movement? Okay, so Crystal, I feel like this could definitely be like more of a deeper reading than just like a one answer kind of question, or one question and one answer, because I don't know if the cards can tell me per se like how many people are going to start following you as far as like asking a direct number, but if you had a number yourself, like, well, I have 50 people following me, then I can ask that and we can get a yes or no answer perhaps, and then check with the rods. But yeah, like I said, it sounds like it could be more of a longer reading. Okay, and I do personal readings. I do Zoom, I do on the phone, and I do in person here in Delaware and stuff. But yeah, so let me know what real quickly what you think, because I am going to have to stop. I said I was going to stop around 6 o'clock because I have a previous engagement, and yeah, it's already 6:11. Okay, so think this is probably where we'll stop. But yeah, Crystal Love, even send me a message privately if you want here on YouTube, okay? And see if we can, do a private reading, or if you want to come back to the next free reading that we're going to do. I don't know exactly when that's going to be just right off the bat, but I will let you guys know for sure. So yeah, this was so much fun. Thank you guys so much. And sorry, MC, hopefully we will get to you next time. Really do apologize. So yeah, you can send me a private message too. And if it's something really quick reading, I can even do it, for you guys, through the internet, just like how I'm doing it now. You just won't be able to necessarily see me, but I can definitely do that for you too. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for everyone's energy and for your views and for your subscriptions. And they're all great free ways to support the channel and just excuse me, share with others. All right. So hope you guys take care, and I'll definitely let you know when we're going to do this again. And if you are a new subscriber, feel free to check out the zodiac readings that are already up. I think they go until July 21st or 22nd. So there may even be more insight into those readings as well for you guys. All right. Okay. So take care, guys. See you guys later. All right. Bye. Bye, guys.